What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the Pick and Pop podcast. My name is Bryan, and I'm alongside.
Aldrin.
And today's episode is called Deadline Winners and Losers. How's your week?
Week was pretty good, man. Got a lot of stuff done at the casa. But
That's what's up.
yeah, the week was good, man. How about you?
It was good. I went to the Sixers and Celtics game earlier this week. It was a
Yeah,
fun game. Close game down the wire. Celtics ended up pulling out. Got to see Embiid and Harden for the first time.
yeah,
And
that's awesome an experience.
yeah,
Um,
it was a pretty good year. But that was like my third game this year, so I want to keep it going.
yeah,
That was a good time. And then outside of that, just kind of chilled. Just got the new Harry Potter game, so I've been playing that this weekend as well.
that's
Hogwarts
awesome.
Legacy. That game's
It's
dope.
I heard good things about it, and I like how the characterizations, like the customizations, like I saw a guy with dreads. I was like, oh shit, people that look like
Yeah,
me.
yeah, you can get dreads, you get like fresh fade, all that stuff.
Yeah,
That was pretty dope. And then like
yeah,
also for people who haven't seen like the Bill Russell documentary on Netflix, it's really good as well. They go over like his career and like him facing racism in Boston and like his time with the
yeah.
Celtics and post career. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's really good.
Really, really good stuff. Yeah, I gotta check it out myself, but I did hear good stuff from you and obviously other people.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great documentary. People gotta check it out. But definitely a
Yeah,
lot going on in the NBA.
for sure.
For sure, KD's now a Phoenix Sun. The
Yep.
trade went down like like right before the end of the trade deadline, like at 1 a.m. The trade
Yeah.
went down, and we saw KD going to Phoenix and Mikal Bridges going over to the Nets. And like, what did you think of that whole trade?
Um, I mean, it's good for so right now the Suns to me could get to the finals easily if everybody is on point. And I think the Suns would have to add a little bit more depth, maybe like guys like Terrence Ross or
Mm,
like Reggie Jackson, guys like that to kind of fill in the empty roster spots that they traded away.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, that for them, I mean, the West I felt like was wide open. And
Yeah,
for them, I feel like it's a lot of pressure on them now because I think it's championship or bust. I think they can win it all, to be honest with you.
yeah. I think Reggie Jackson actually went to Denver, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did go to
that's
Denver.
a really, really good pickup for Denver. Um, Not to like go off topic, but I know I said that guys like that are available right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a big pickup, obviously, for the Suns, and not a good pickup for um,
Denver.
Denver. Yeah, yeah. And then they were saying that the Mavericks are favored to get Terrence Ross as well. So lots of movement going on in the league, but
Yeah,
I still
yeah,
think Phoenix they're the favorites right now. I mean, like you got Kate, like they might have a lineup of like Chris Paul, Devin Booker, you got Torrey
AD.
Craig,
Oh yeah,
AD, and then you got Aiton. Like
yeah. Tough.
that's yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off Chris Paul, obviously, because he's aging. He's not the same player, although he's been playing a little bit better lately, but he's not the same player. So, when you get those, they got some help now. 'Cause I think what they were missing is they didn't really have a true number one, like a true superstar. Like I like Booker, but I don't put him in like the superstar category. He's just a notch below like a star. So I think they finally
Yeah.
got that superstar. So as long as KD can stay healthy, maybe Chris Paul can stay healthy now, just because that's like a little less, pressure on him.
I
He
think Devin is like the third best shooting guard because I put Donovan first and then I put SGA and then Booker.
Yeah, that's fair. Top three, two guy in the game right now.
Yeah.
Eight and a reliable big. I think Chris Paul, pretty good point guard. Still, he can still run the offense and get, guys easy buckets.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't really lose much. I mean, they lost like Cam Johnson. I mean, Mikal Bridges was big, obviously.
Yeah, that's
They
a
lost
big
him.
loss.
Yeah, it's a big loss. And then they lost Cam Johnson, but he wasn't really playing for them anyway. So,
I
you
think
know,
Brooklyn got a bright future though.
yeah, Brooklyn definitely got a bright future for sure. I think people view them as winners as far as their future because, like I said, they got Mikal Bridges, they got Cam Johnson, they got Dorian Finney-Smith from the Mavericks, they got Spencer Dinwiddie.
He don't look
Um,
happy.
yeah,
They showed a picture of him on the bench, Finney Smith, and
yeah,
he looked happy.
yeah. I mean, he was playing with Luca, and now he's playing with a bunch of role players. But I mean, I think as far as their future, the future is bright.
Yeah, the future's
Um,
bright.
And Mikal Bridges looked pretty good his first game with the Nets, so maybe he can kind of take it up a level now that he's getting like more responsibility, and we'll see how that goes.
It'd be nice if he ends up like a Paul George type guy,
Yeah, you never know. I mean, he's still
both
pretty
ends of
young.
the floor.
Yeah, because I felt like a lot like I'm not the Mavericks, the Grizzlies. They were willing to give up 4 first-round picks for him. Like, I think that would have been a big addition for the Grizzlies if they got
Oh,
Mikal
Mikal
Bridges.
Bridges. Oh yeah, that would have been huge. Because honestly, like when you think about it, they have this guy Dylan Brooks, and he's kind of like a poor version of Mikal.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, like Mikel is, 3 and D, great defender, great wingspan. I
and
mean, so
he was not supposed to be this good.
yeah, I like Mikel Bridges. He's pretty good. I mean, of the two Bridges, I remember in that draft, like a lot of people were leaning towards Miles just because of the
Yeah,
athleticism and stuff like that. And Miles, I think, is more talented, but like obviously, your best ability is availability. He's not
yeah, it
around.
is. He's not available.
Yeah, he's not available due to what he did. So, because there was rumors he was supposed to come back, like the Charlotte was willing to bring him back, and I haven't heard anything since. So
I
who
mean, I
knows?
wouldn't rush it. The Hornets are atrocious. I don't know what's going on with that franchise. People don't talk about them, but they suck too.
Yeah, they're trash right now. I
They
mean,
suck pretty bad.
they're definitely going to get a high draft pick. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
If I
Because
was Jordan, I'd go get Banyama.
yeah, if they get him along with Lamelo,
Jesus.
sky's the limit. Like sky is the limit. They definitely need that.
Melo's looking like Stephon Marbury. Those numbers, that 20 and 10.
Yeah, I mean he's not really leading to wins, and he's also been in and out of the lineup with like injuries and stuff like that. So like, it's tough, but he's still young, so hopefully he gets better.
Yeah. It's
Because
like,
I would still take him in a heartbeat, like on the Knicks or something like that. I'd take him in a
oh
heartbeat.
yeah, same here. Because you guys like that have upside.
Yeah, he has crazy upside. I mean that's just what I think. He's a crazy upside, like 6'7" point guard like Penny Hardaway. I mean, if he needs to kind of, I mean, he looks better each year too.
Yeah.
It's just he needs a team around him. He's not like, I mean, it's a lot saying comparing a player like to like LeBron, but like you can kind of put LeBron anywhere and he's going to elevate the team. I don't think LaMelo is necessarily that. He might be like a number two guy,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like he needs that number one. I think that's most likely, what it is. So, you know, we'll see how that goes with them, but they'll be drafting a stud. Maybe they might even get that kid Scoot too. Maybe Scoot Henderson in the backcourt with LaMelo wouldn't be bad either.
Yeah.
But we were talking about LeBron, like obviously, well, we'll definitely talk about him passing Kareem, but then you also had the Lakers. They got rid of Westbrook, and they got D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt. Like, how do you feel about that trade? And like, do you think that makes them a playoff contender now? Or
Um, I think they could sneak in to the playoffs. You don't want to face the Lakers in the first round, like I said off air.
yeah, I mean, LeBron, if he gets into the playoffs, that's scary. That's
That
gonna be
is
scary.
very scary, yeah, because he's on a mission, and if he can get one of them, if he could get another Larry O'Brien, I think he would.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, and they still got AD. If he could stay healthy and like a
Yeah,
healthy. The thing with LeBron is he's getting up there in age, so like he just got like an ankle injury, so like those injuries are gonna keep piling on and piling on.
hmm
So it just depends on can he stay healthy.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I guess time will tell on that one. And AD he's always injured, so like nothing, no surprise there. So So we'll see how that goes. But I think I like the pickup. They had to get rid of Westbrook. It just was never a good fit.
Yeah.
And then I think obviously what's his name? D'Lo. He already played with the Lakers, so he's familiar with the organization. Doesn't play a lick of defense, but he can be a spark plug. You don't know when he can get you 40 or he might get you 4. You don't know what you're gonna get from him. But I think playing with LeBron might make him better. Vanderbilt's
Yeah.
a good pickup too.
I
Malik
like him.
Beasley for
I
sure.
like him over there.
Yeah, they got some good shooting. Like they desperately needed that. It still doesn't make them, juggernauts or anything special out west. Maybe
Mm-mm.
they might sneak in. Um, they might sneak into the playoffs, but I don't know. It's not. It doesn't really move me that much. Like
Yeah.
to be honest with you, like I don't know. I think they're not like major contenders or anything like that. So it definitely doesn't like really move me. But they're better. They're
They
better
are,
than
yeah, for sure. They're
you know.
definitely better.
Yeah, they're better than what they were. So you know, a good pickup for them. I would say they're winners in the NBA. I mean the NBA trade deadline for sure.
Yeah.
They improved for sure. Um, Losers, I would say Denver Nuggets. I mean, they did get Reggie Jackson, but outside of that, I just felt like they're the top seed out west. It was an open conference, but then now with this KD trade, I definitely put Phoenix up there as like, the winner, like they're probably gonna be the favorites. And Denver didn't really do anything to really improve like any major changes.
Yeah.
I feel like they need a second star next to Jokic, so they didn't really do anything.
Because we don't know what Murray's gonna do. Because Murray can get you 40 and then he's back to like 18.
Yeah, I think he's still recovering from, the injury. He's not really himself yet.
Yeah.
Um, they're just like, they never win. They're always good, but they never pull anything off. And
Yeah.
then another loser, I would say, is the Grizzlies. They didn't really improve, and they've been struggling ever since that whole Shannon Sharp incident. So they needed to make a move. I mean, I know they were aggressively going after Malik Beasley, Mikal Bridges, but
Yeah.
like, they didn't really make any trades. They didn't really improve. So that was a huge loss for them. And, you know, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong. I think they're very talented, but they need that second star also because Jaren Jackson isn't it. He's more of a third option.
Yeah.
Um, the
He's
Bulls,
having a great year though.
yeah, he's having a great year. John Morant's always doing his thing, but they just need something. Like I don't think they're gonna. They might be like a second round exit or first or second round exit this year.
Yeah.
You know, the Bulls didn't do anything as well. Like there was rumors from that, the Knicks and Zach they were talking to the Bulls about Zach LaVine, but nothing happened there.
Not
I guess,
surprised.
yeah, I'm not surprised. And they're saying that they're interested in Westbrook, and I'm like, what's that gonna do for you? Like whether he comes off the bench or he starts, like I don't know what that does for you. It's not really gonna make you guys make them any better. You know,
Nah.
they need to blow that situation up, like get rid of everybody in the summer. I could definitely see probably the Knicks and them talking again in the summertime. They just couldn't come to an agreement according to reports to the players. So we'll see how that goes. The Hawks didn't move John Collins. That was surprising. I thought for sure because we heard rumors all year. Um,
I think in the summer they move him. Oh, the Hawks. Speaking of the Hawks, they got Sadiq Bey.
yeah, they did get Sadiq Bey.
That's a big pickup.
That's true. I forgot they did get Sadiq Bey. That's right. That was a nice pickup for them. Great wing, talented wing with upside. Um, I don't know, like how you feel about him playing with Trey and DeJounte Murray.
Oh, it's gonna be perfect. It's literally Trey, Murray, Sadiq at 3, Collins at 4, and then Clint Capella at 5. And that roster is pretty good to go to the playoffs and do damage, but there's just something going on in Atlanta. I don't know if it's coaching. I think it is coaching, or Trey is just not happy. There's something going on in Atlanta.
Yeah, Trey, I definitely think their coach is getting fired in the offseason for sure. He's not coming back. Him and Trey are
Yeah.
beefing, like they're gonna pick Trey, so he's gonna be gone. They had a pretty good run, a couple years ago when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, they got smoked by Miami. This year, the DeJounte Murray trade, like I like DeJounte Murray, but I didn't really feel like it put them over the top or anything like that. I do like the backcourt of them together, but they need more than that. Sadiq Bey is a nice pickup. Let's see how they play with Sadiq Bey.
Yeah.
But they're not like true contenders in the East.
No.
Trae Young, he needs more help.
Turnover machine this year.
Yeah, he's a turnover machine, and I think he's more of a number two option than a number one.
Yeah, we said that a while ago, right?
Yeah,
when we saw it on the play. Yeah, he had that good story where he beat the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean,
that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes with them, but I'm not really. Yeah, I don't really think they're gonna make much noise. And then the Golden State Warriors. There's a couple of young guys I was happy for, like Sadiq Bey, Cam. Cam got traded from the Knicks to the Portland Trailblazers, so he'll finally get. I'm talking about Cam Reddish. He'll finally get some burn out there.
Wiseman to the Pistons. That's great for him.
Yeah, I was surprised that they made that trade because they got Durant, but they got rid of Wiseman. So because it just wasn't fair for him because they're trying to win a championship and like they don't really have time to develop him. So I'm glad he went to somewhere where he can be developed.
Twitter went crazy when they got him because they're like, oh, now he's going to be able to get touches because everybody's saying he's not a bust.
No, I don't think he's a bust. I think he just needs time to develop. That's all.
Yeah.
I think he can be. I don't know. He won't be like a superstar. I don't think, but like he'll be a serviceable big. I think in the NBA, really talented big because he can shoot. He can post. So I think
he has a similar skill set to Joel.
Yeah, exactly, and he's really talented and like.
Yeah, it's just Joel is just Joel, obviously.
Yeah, I thought he would have ended up in Toronto because I know the Warriors wanted OG Anunoby, but OG didn't. Yeah,
he should have went to Toronto.
Yeah, that would have been nice because they need a center in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
Like they haven't had a center in a minute, so I was surprised by that.
Maybe Durant or him could play 4 and 5.
Yeah, I guess Durant could play the 4 because I think he's like 6'10". So in the 4, I feel like it's one of the weakest positions in the NBA, if not the weakest right now. So I could see Durant.
Yeah.
Because Wiseman can shoot, so he's still. It's not like they clog up the paint. They can play together.
Yeah, Wiseman could post up, shoot, rebounds well. He just never got burned in touches, and it was a good story for him to go to the Warriors. You thought he would just fit in right away, but I mean, he started to fit in. He was starting a couple games, then he got hurt.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes for them. But I'm really happy for those young guys. I'm hoping that they finally just in the right situation, especially for Cam Reddish. Like this is his 3rd team, and he's in his contract year. The Knicks, Tom Thibodeau did him like dirty. Like they did him.
It's unfortunate because if he does develop, we're gonna look back and say, "Damn."
Yeah, because they got rid of him for why am I forgetting his name? The dude he got traded for from Portland. Why am I forgetting his name? Josh Hart.
Yeah,
Josh Hart. Which Josh Hart is more of a Tibbs player. He's not bad. He's a good role player. Like, he's not a great 3-point shooter, but he can defend, and he's an average 3-point shooter. I guess that dog that they need, like those Pat Beverly type guys, but It's not a needle move or anything like that. And I don't know really understand what they're doing. They're like building a team full of role players, but I guess we'll see what they do. You know,
They want to lose in the first round.
yeah, they just want to lose in the first round so bad. I don't know why. Like, but to each his own, I guess. It's just
Yeah.
disappointing for us fans, like who actually want to see him win a championship. But they're just interested
Yeah.
in sports to
It's
play out.
unfortunate.
And we got just time is ticking for those like RJ Barrett, those guys. I think all those young guys are probably gone in the summer.
Yeah.
All those young guys are gone. Obi is like his minutes gonna get cut even more now with Josh Hart because Tim said he wants Hart to play the backup four. So I'm like, I'm
That
like,
makes no sense.
he's like 6'4". I'm like, they have too many undersized wings and guards. Like you got Josh Hart 6'4". I think Quickly is like our backup wing, and he's like 6'2", which is I don't get. You got what's his name? Deuce is like 6'2", like Brunson 6'1". I don't know what they're doing, but they're building around what Tibbs wants, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, those are like we definitely got to talk about obviously LeBron passing Kareem, and there was a lot of funny memes out there with Kareem's face with like every shot LeBron made.
He's like, oh God.
Right? He's
He
like,
had
it's
that oh God
happening.
look.
Like it's happening. I know he was wishing like LeBron twisted an ankle or something like that. He was probably wishing like, damn, like can you just like get a hard foul or something so I can preserve my record? But,
He's probably like,
but
oh, fuck.
right. He probably thought no one was gonna pass it, but he
Yeah.
was a good sport. He came to the game and shook LeBron's hand and stuff like that. And that was a big occasion. I'm happy for LeBron. Like his wife and kids were there to enjoy the game.
Yeah. All the stars were there. Denzel was there.
Yeah, Jay-Z,
Denzel
Shannon
had
had
that
to.
navy blue Knicks hat.
Yeah. What's his name? Yeah, I forgot he's a Knicks fan. And then
Yeah.
okay, Shannon Sharp had to be there. That's his boy. So it was a good occasion, and like LeBron obviously right after he gets hurt, unfortunately, because he's getting up there in age. But that was a big milestone for him. He feels like he's the GOAT. A
Yeah.
lot of people debate. I have him in my top five for sure. I don't have him GOAT, but he's definitely obviously one of the greatest, definitely the best of this generation.
Absolutely.
I saw interesting. I think it was Max Kellerman. They were debating the top five greatest scorers of all time.
Yeah.
And Max didn't have LeBron in his top five. He had him at six. So like as far as like all time scorers, where do you rank him at?
Top five.
Top
He just
five.
broke Kareem's scoring, and he's not known for it to be a scorer. Like you
Yeah.
have to put him there. Like what the heck?
Yeah, he's definitely a top five scorer in NBA history. I mean, I guess it just depends on how you view scoring because like yeah, Kobe or like a KD, they can score in more different ways. They're more like skilled scorers, I would say. But like
LeBron
they're
just got
also
it done.
yeah, LeBron is like he's reminds me of like a Shaq or like a Wilt where they were just dominant scorers. Like they might not be able to score in every single way like a Kobe or KD or like Prime Mello, but like you can't stop them from scoring. And
Yeah,
at the end of the day, just scoring is scoring. As long as you can get the buckets, the way you get it doesn't matter. Scoring is scoring.
exactly.
So yeah, I have him as a top five scorer. I mean, other guys obviously you got to have Kareem, who had the record for like 30 plus years. You got to have Wilt in there. You got to have Kobe, Jordan in there.
Mhm.
Um, it's tough, but this league has seen a lot of great scorers from KD to Melo to Kobe, Jordan, Shaq, Will, LeBron. He definitely has to be on that list for sure. Top five.
For sure.
Yeah, I got him in there. Like dominance is dominance because like you can't stop him going to the rack. He's like a freight train. You know what I mean? And just like, Shaq, you couldn't stop him in the paint. Will, you couldn't stop him in the paint. Like, Kareem had the most has like the unblockable sky hook. Like, as long as you can get your buckets, you can get your buckets. So that's all that matters.
Seriously.
Who do you think is like the player that could potentially break his record? LeBron's, I mean.
Luca,
Yeah, a lot of people saying Luca. I could definitely see it.
because Luca came out I can't say Giannis because Giannis was bad for all 4 years. Um,
Or
I say Luca. KD, no, nah, KD won't.
KD where is he at right now? He's 14th right now at 26K. He's already like 35. I don't know if he'll get there yet. Like he'll get to 30, I think for sure, as long as he stays healthy. But yeah, I don't know if he'll get to LeBron just because I don't know if he'll stay healthy. Like that
Yeah.
Achilles and all that stuff. So I don't know if he'll stay healthy. I mean, his game isn't based on athleticism, so you never know. But I don't think he'll get there. It's tough. I could definitely see like a guy like Luca. Um, I don't know. As far as these young guys, he's the one that comes to mind. I don't think of anyone else really right now. I mean, if maybe like I said, KD, if he's willing to stay healthy, maybe. But those are like pretty much the two that come to mind. I mean,
Someone will break it. It's just who.
yeah. I mean, who's gonna get there? I mean, I'm surprised Melo got 28K. Like if he didn't like miss a few years, he probably would have got to 30 as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's tough. But this league's seen a lot of great scorers from like Alice English to
Yeah.
tons of different guys. So Aldrin Baylor, who doesn't get a lot of credit. Um, it's tough. But I would say probably KD or Luca. Those are two
Yeah.
guys.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, because Luca, I feel like he's going to be the best player in the league. It's only a matter of time. But he's going to start having some pressure on him to win a championship too. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, we spoke about it last week, but him getting Kyrie. I mean, they won without, with Kyrie already, without, Luca playing. So we'll see how long
Yeah.
this honeymoon lasts with Kyrie. I don't, Kyrie's so unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen with
We
him.
don't know. We never know with him.
Yeah, we never know. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, definitely those are the big. That's a huge honor for LeBron winning. Passing Kareem, being the all-time leading scorer, one of the greats to ever do it. Trying to think anything else major going on in the league that we didn't talk about.
No. Oh well, Westbrook. He could still be traded from Utah. That's up for debate too. We'll
Yeah,
probably find out.
he can't be traded, but he can be bought out.
Yeah, bought
Yeah,
out. Bought out.
yeah, he could be bought out from them. And like I was saying earlier, like definitely he might go to like the Bulls. They're saying the Clippers are interested, but I know they've been saying that he's not interested in that going to LA for whatever reason. The
Yeah.
Bulls, I don't really see the point of that. He's better off going to LA. The Clippers, actually, speaking of the Clippers, they didn't really make major improvements either.
Mm.
So I don't really know what their mindset is going into the playoffs because I mean, they finally got Kawhi back and Paul George back, but I still don't think that they're the best right now, especially with the whole KD thing happening. They needed a point guard desperately too. Like
Yeah, they do.
John Wall is not cutting it for them. I think they need like a 3-and-D type point guard, like Pat Beverly when he was good, like those types.
Mm.
Because they already got their two scores, so they just need like a really a guy that can kind of facilitate, play defense, knock down an open three.
Yeah.
Do that, and time's kind of ticking on them too, because like Kawhi and PG aren't really like, they're not the youngest. They're not like super old, but they're not the youngest either. So time's kind of ticking on them, and they mortgage their whole future for those guys. So, I don't, time's ticking. They're one of the biggest disappointments. I mean, Kawhi's only like 31, but like they're one of the biggest disappointments because we thought like they would have won a chip by now.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. They messed up badly.
Yeah, so in the off season, I mean, I don't think they're gonna really I don't foresee them doing anything crazy in the playoffs. So in the off season, it's like, they need to really kind of step it up because like you never know. Kawhi could ask for a trade. You never know if he's not happy over there.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I mean, Kawhi's been playing better lately. He's averaging 23 a game, 6 boards, 5 assists. But I mean, excuse me, that's Paul George has been averaging that. Paul George has been playing pretty well. Kawhi's been
Another
playing pretty well
another
lately.
thing that I liked about this week too, I liked the fact that everybody gave LeBron his flowers.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone showed him love.
That was really good, and it's like in KG said good things about him, and
Yeah,
the battles back in the day, Paul Pierce, like you got to give those guys like credit.
yeah, for sure. It's definitely like a legend, especially getting the respect from your peers. So, that's what's up, man. But yeah, check us out as always on social media at Pick and Pop Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you want to donate to the shows, $ at Pick and Pop Show on Cash App. And until next time, guys, peace.
Peace.